we are. And today I'm discussing the top 5 musician business strategies to grow your career opportunities in 2025 as we round out the year and start looking ahead into next year and what we want to create. So whether you want to grow your following, play locally, tour regionally or internationally, place music in film and TV, maybe you want to create a behind the scenes career as a singer or songwriter or music producer or a blend of all of the above. But knowing the right strategies to grow your career opportunities is really key to success. And as the music industry continues to evolve in 2025, being successful with music really requires a nuanced understanding of the current trends and the pathways and strategies to really achieve your vision and goals. In today's live stream, I'm going to explore some practical tips and some of the latest strategies to help you navigate the music industry in 2025. So for more help, join our burgeoning community of musicians building successful careers inside of our Artist Sanctuary membership. It's a monthly membership. You can join and then you can cancel at any time and you get access to all past, I think it's 42 hours of masterminds from the past year and 9 months. We started in April 2023, and you get access to that right away for $59 a month. And we are doing a special promotion. We have a workshop tomorrow at 12 p.m. Eastern. So we have a special promotion for new members where we're bringing the price way down for the first month so you can get in and try it out and see what it's like. Our workshop tomorrow is the Ultimate Artist Success. And it is about creating actionable strategies. I'm going much deeper into it. We're walking through a worksheet in that class. We started it's tomorrow at 12 p.m. Eastern. We started that conversation on Instagram in the 12 days of artist success. So if you haven't done that, I recommend to go back through Instagram and go through those prompts in the 12 days of artist success and walk through that to get more clarity on the new year and what is lying ahead for you. And I don't know why I'm pink over on YouTube, but I'm pink today. So anyway, you guys are all missing out if you're not on YouTube. There's a pink cast to the video. I don't know what's going on. Looks kind of vintagey and cool. But this workshop tomorrow at 12 p.m. Eastern is really where we are doing the work that we started in the 12 days of artist success to get clear on the vision, because the most important thing is knowing where you're headed and what you want out of music for yourself in your career and how that aligns with your lifestyle. So we'll get more into that, but come and join the workshop tomorrow. There is no replay. We are possibly going to record it and offer it for sale after. But if you can be there live, be there live. It's 12 p.m. Eastern, and I will walk you through this worksheet where we will get clear on your goals for next year. To give a little bit of a head start, we're discussing today 5 of my top musician business strategies to grow your career opportunities in 2025. So the 5 are music business planning. I'm going to talk about that. Network and consulting and how important that is. And what that means in 2025, because that's different in 2025 than it meant years ago. 3, building your list of raving fans. And when I say list, I mean your email list. And yes, the email list is still the most important thing that you build if you want to have a sustainable career. We'll talk about that in a minute. 4 is to build your own brand and business. Whether you like it or not, you are a musicpreneur and you are building a small business. And so really knowing the ins and outs of that and what parts to delegate are really important. And then the 5 is collaborations and partnerships, because as we know, the music industry and in any industry, it's our collaborations and our partnerships that really further our careers. But again, how to do that in 2025, which is different than it's been in the past. So let me dive in. Okay. So as I said, we have an Artist Sanctuary membership, and this is where I do this kind of marketing and business planning for artists and helping them grow their careers. And I am a mentor for Grammy U. I'm a mentor for Women in Music. I've been a mentor for NYU, the Association of Independent Music Publishers. I've given countless talks at music conferences like DIY Musician Conference and CMJ here that used to be in New York. And so, really helping guide careers is an art. The first step is knowing what you want, as we discussed in the 12 Days of Artist Success. And you can go and read my last 4 or 5 blogs on the website that really are talking about all of this and what's coming for 2025. And the key to climbing is really community and mentorship. You really need someone guiding you that knows the industry, not just a regular mentor, and that knows the different sectors of the industry and how you can work building whether you want to build your own brand on your own, you're still wanting to partake of aspects of the industry that are important. My only requirement as a mentee is passion and dedication. I work with singers at all levels, singers, musicians, songwriters, producers, indie artists at all levels in all genres. So diving into music planning, number one, is one of the top 5. So a dream without a plan it's less tangible. It lives more as a dream in your head. But when you start to put it down on paper, which we're going to be doing tomorrow at the workshop, it starts to become more tangible. It's not about doing it perfectly, but it's about starting to carve out the path and the strategy to it. And the first thing is knowing what you want. So before you even start any music business planning, it's really important to be really ruthlessly honest with yourself about what you want out of the industry, what you want with your music. I was just working on this with a client yesterday who's in our Artist Sanctuary membership, and he was saying, I hear you say, write out your music vision, but I don't really know what that means, right? And we just went through a series of questions over like really 10 minutes, and we arrived at it. So it's often right there. It just needs a little bit more refining. And for him, it was moving to this place, part of it starts with like, why'd you start doing music in the first place, right? And so it really has to do with, for him, it made him feel alive and brought him alive in his life, and he wanted to share that and bring that to other people. And so as we got clear on what the actual goal was, right, to have a record out and start expanding, building his audience, and playing at music festivals, and it was really the notoriety of himself as a songwriter and a singer getting inside the community that he really wanted. And so that then we can start the music business planning. We kind of can't start that planning until we have a really clear path on what it is you want and where you're going, because once we know what we want, then we can carve the path to it. Another artist I work with wants to perform at Red Rocks Amphitheater. That's her goal. So that's a 9,000 seat capacity amphitheater. So then we need to carve the career that will bring her in steps towards that goal, right? Does that make sense? So building your plan and planning your, what you want and where you're going, you start with your big vision, and then you start reverse engineering and filling in the details. So the music industry is constantly changing. And so, right now, a lot of the whole label deal, more traditional model in the industry is really fading away, and artists are no longer interested with the advent of social media and being able to market on their own and build their own brands. Less and less artists want to give away a big chunk of their creativity, because the label will dictate to you, what music you put out, for the most part, the bigger labels anyway. And to some degree, all labels, because they're investing in you. So they're going to have a hefty say in the material that goes out, understandably. And less artists want to give up creative control, and less artists want to give away 50% or 75% of their income to a label when they can build their own brand and keep it themselves. So As a musicpreneur in your business planning, here's just a quick little punch list. And again, this is all over on the blog if you want to look at it written out. You want to address and plan in these areas. First, artist development is paramount to success. So one of the things people always say when they work with me is that I really help them up their professional game. And this is really true because you need to be a contender in the industry, and we need you to be able to perform on the level of the record if that's what you're going for, unless you're going for sync, or we need that level of artistry of the songs, of the voice, up leveled to be competitive at a artistic level in the marketplace, or our efforts are going to fail, right? So we need that. So that artist development is paramount to success. Mapping a plan for all aspects of your artist development: voice, performance, music, songwriting, A&R development, which in my camp is really sound and direction. I'm more old school A&R. Your image, your branding, your niche, your music business knowledge, your career strategy and development. And I cover all this from soup to nuts inside my Step Up to the Spotlight artist development program. In 6 modules to get a complete overview. And I also do this with you, take you by the hand and do it with you inside my Artist Sanctuary membership, where you meet with me 3 times a month live on Zoom. It's not pre-recorded. We have a mastermind. We have a coaching call. You get a lot of access to me and my eyes and ears on your brand. And we're doing a special promotion starting tomorrow, which launches at my workshop tomorrow at 12 p.m. Eastern. Make sure that you sign up for that. Do not miss the opportunity to sign up for that. Even if you can't attend, you will be getting a special deal that's only available to workshop people. So make sure that you sign up for that. If you do one thing today for your career for 2025, make sure you sign up for that Ultimate Artist Success workshop tomorrow at 12 p.m. Eastern. And then you really want to put yourself on a rigorous schedule to up your professional artistry. And then you want to do music career planning. Planning your career ahead of time will save you time and resources in the long run, and no 2 artists have exactly the same path. So you really want to work with a seasoned music mentor who knows the industry to get there faster, more effectively, and who also knows people in the area or that sector of the music industry where you want to make inroads. And some of you may just want to be local artists and play locally and sort of sidestep the music industry in terms of, professional aspirations, but you want to play locally and you need to build your audience. And, all of those pieces are important at no matter what trajectory you're going down, right? I started out in the industry with my vocal coach. She was my first mentor in the industry. Next was my producer, then a music lawyer when it came time, and then a manager came along. And then I started meeting with reps at my PRO and labels. And over time, it evolved into several handfuls of people in the record industry that helped to guide me as an artist. And then later on, I met so many people in the industry as a mentor and as a coach. So number 2 is really to consult, network, and build relationships. So one of the most important things you do is to build relationships with people inside the music industry. So you want to start with consultants who are available to work with, coaches, vocal coaches, music mentors, experts in their field of expertise, songwriting experts, mentors, coaches, artist development, everyone in that artist development and career development area of expertise. And also in publishing and licensing. There's so many opportunities to really be involved with people that know the music industry. And I can't tell you how important that is. You don't have to have a large Rolodex. You don't have to expand it out so big that, you're just always networking. And, I was meeting with an artist the other day who was like, I don't know if I'm really very good at that, and I could hear the defeat in his voice. You don't have to be great at it. It's just, you can hire most consultants. You can hire me to come and look at your music and give you my professional analysis of your voice and your music and your songs. You can work with me and I will mentor you to get you to that, high level where your music is really cutting through. All of the artists that I've worked with, they win awards, they win contests, they win There's a particular standard and level that things have to be at, and it's not just the standard and level, it's also the development of that particular artist. So those pieces are really important, and people in the industry can see those things from outside of you. And if you're only working in a vacuum on your own between you and your producer, you're leaving things on the table, and you're spending a lot of time and resources and money doing all of those things. So it's really important to get feedback, but from people who are helpful and also people who develop artists. So it's not just people critiquing your songwriting who might be in sync and you're not even headed for sync, right? So that piece is really important. So start now to build your relationships and network, and do not attempt to navigate your career in music alone. If you want to go fast but make a ton of mistakes that end up taking way more time and possibly never hitting your target, go alone. If you want to go far, go together and build your network. And so get a vocal coach, get a music mentor, join a community of other artists who are ahead of you and at the same level as you. Join our Artist Sanctuary membership. It's less than $50 a month. We have a very special deal tomorrow that brings that first month way down at the workshop. So come to the workshop, go to music conferences and industry events. Join Women in Music and other organizations that help musicians. Number 3 is building your list of raving fans. So building your fan base and raving fan base is the ticket to a sustainable career that will support your music, and your fans will support your music. And this is, where we're seeing a lot of progress today as artists step away from the traditional label model, retaining their creative control and retaining the dollars that they will eventually make, right? But the biggest mistake that many artists make is focusing too much on building their following on social media while not building their email list. So while social media following helps, it should not be the only focus. The reason you need to build your email list is because social media followers are flaky. They are not committed to you as true fans. They're just scrolling, like they're going through scrolling, right? They might even listen to your video, but not even like the post, even if they liked it, because they're just scrolling and they're distracted, right? You only have their occasional attention, and you don't have their email to communicate to them. And this is one of the biggest mistakes that I see artists making, because social media is, out front, people can see. So we're more focused on showing, on proving our worth by building that audience. But they're really not an audience. They're followers on social media. They're not actual fans. And so your email list is how you communicate directly with your fan, with your building fans, and with your audience, inviting them to your shows and supporting your career. And this is the start of developing a list of true fans. Inside our Artist Sanctuary membership, we have an actual fan funnel that shows you how to build that. So the first thing I would recommend is to, if you don't have, how many people have a free music download on their website? Just give a shout out give a heart or a shout out in the comments, give a heart in the comments. Who has a free music download on their website, right? Or in their offers, right? That's really important, because you want to entice new fans to opt into your list. And you can include a PDF of liner notes as a special gift. This is something I've been doing with people, and that's something they can't get on Spotify. Remember back in the day where you would get a CD and you would have all the liner notes. And I remember every new artist when I was young, really absorbing a lot of new music, I would just love those liner notes, right? And we don't have them now. So and you can think of whatever else you might want to share, but that's a really nice way to get a little bit more intimate with your fan, or share a little bit more information, or, how you made the record, why you made the record, the story behind the record, right? Direct your potential fans to get your free album and lyric liner notes on socials to convert them into your email list. At shows, you can offer brand new song demos to your audience by asking them to pull out their phones and opt into your email list. And if you're performing a lot and you're on social media and you're not doing this and you don't have a website, that is numero uno: website, email list. Sorry to say it, I know it's boring, but it's not. Once you really start doing it and you start converting, and then you start supporting your career, it's very exciting. Number 4 is building your own company and brand, right? And as I was talking about, as the music industry transitions, more and more artists are really ditching pursuits of record labels and building their own brands instead, because you get the creative control, right? And then eventually the money that comes from it. So now that you can build a following from social media, many artists are no longer interested. And while it's not a new concept for artists out in the marketplace, it is a daunting proposition to do yourself. You guys hear me, right? You need a good understanding of a bit of tech, because anytime you're online, you've got e-commerce, you have to understand tech, or even building the website yourself. I always recommend Squarespace. Squarespace is the easiest drag and drop website. It really and it was originally tailoring to musicians, but it's not stuck inside. It's got templates, but the templates are most dynamic. They're the most dynamic templates. So they're the easiest to use in designing a website. And if you don't have a website, get one up there. Does everybody have a website? Can you give me a high five? Can I know who I'm talking to here today? So if you have a website, put a heart or a high five in the comments so that I know. Okay, let me know, because otherwise I don't know who I'm talking to. Does anybody have a website here? Nobody has a website? Or you're driving? Okay, Garrison does. Good. Julianne does. Good. Anybody else have a website here? WordPress blog. Okay. Be good to transition to a website, Kate. What else? All right. So we really need websites. I'm actually doing a whole mastermind on websites in February inside the Artist Sanctuary membership, really targeting it for musicians in particular. So come and join us there, and I'll help you map that out and exactly what you need and on it, and then how to really create that fan funnel and invite people to it. Because otherwise you're just shouting out on social media and you're not converting anyone to really be able to talk to them and send out that monthly newsletter. And I have the newsletter all formatted. I have examples of, artists who are really making money in the marketplace. You can look at their newsletters, how it's done. And, there's a section at the bottom where you've got your merch, every month. And, you're learning how to create that sales funnel, but also that funnel of relationship marketing to really connect with those fans. Because once you've got them, guys, you can build a sustainable career, from 50,000 to 100,000 to 150,000 to 200,000 to 250,000, right? It's like this is at your fingertips to be able to do it, but you need to know how to build a business. And if you're interested in that, come and join our workshop tomorrow at 12 p.m. Eastern. It's the last one of the year. I'm only doing it live, and we're giving a very special discount to the Artist Sanctuary membership for first-time people. And that if you've gone out of membership and you're coming back in, you can get that offer. Okay, but you have to, click on the link and do it like everybody else. Number 5 is the collabs and partnerships. And I'll talk briefly about this and then I'll take questions. So if anyone has questions, go ahead and put them in the comments now so that when I open that up, we have them ready to go. So any questions about anything I'm talking about, any help you need with your music career, go ahead and put those in the comments now. So just to follow up my little punch list for building your own company and brand, you want to map a music business plan for your career. Where do you want to be in 5 to 10 years? Study and research and learn about the paths artists have taken to achieve the goals that you are aiming for. Attend music conferences to learn and network. 4 is get a music mentor and community of other artists to learn from. And I said that already, go to industry events, music conferences and industry events. So number 5 now is the collabs and partnerships. So some of you may want to partner with other music companies. Like you may not want to sign with a label, but maybe you want to work with a manager. Maybe you want to work with a booking agency, those kinds of things. Maybe you want to partner with other artists and musicians on collaborations and other creative brands, right? So from collaborations to partnering with other companies and brands, these kinds of partnerships can really benefit your career. So you can try some of these things. Build a well-produced catalog of music, because you're going to need that. Co-write with other artists, songwriters, and producers. Collaborate with them. Co-write with them. Collaborate with them. Do collaborations that can help to build, but that's not the only answer, right? That's not like if you've done a lot of collaborations, then don't continue doing that. I'm thinking of someone in particular here that's on the call with us. But like, if you've already done that, focus on the other things, focus on the website, focus on the branding, on the fan funnel, right? If you haven't done that, then do that, right? But you also want to pursue relationships when you're ready, when you have a well-developed music catalog, with music companies that you're interested in working with. So in my private mentorship, I've helped so many people get signed to management, to booking agents, to labels, and up their career. Now, if you come to me and I review I'm starting a new product in the new year, and I'm sort of debuting it tomorrow at the workshop. And what it is when you buy an annual seat in ASM, you're going to get what I call an artist breakthrough. And what that is I go through all of your social pages and I listen to all of your music and I give you my professional review of what you're missing, and I look for hidden opportunities. So I do a video as I'm going through and listening, and I give you my feedback right there and record it on that video. And then we meet for 30 minutes. You can ask me questions and we brainstorm to look for what are those things exactly that you need to up level. So that product's not available for purchase yet. It's only available if you purchase the annual seat in the Artist Sanctuary membership. And we're only giving that offer inside to my insiders. Okay, so you have to come to the workshop or sign up for the workshop in order to get that offer. So make sure you sign up for the workshop, which is tomorrow at 12 p.m. Eastern, even if you can't make it, to be able to get that offer. Okay, and this is really important because I'm going to look for those industry opportunities. But if you come to me and your music is not quite ready yet, like it's good, but it's not where it needs to be, we're going to focus on that because we can't go further until that's ready. If your music is really happening and really ready, then we're ready to really dive in to get to that next level of your career and exactly what we want to target, right? It's very personalized, and no two artists do it the same way. I have a couple questions. I don't play instruments. Do you think I'm capable of still being hired to sing, even if I sing with instrumentals? Yeah, a lot of people are singing with track today. It depends on the setting, but that is a possibility. And start playing piano, Alessia. So all my artists, I have them play either guitar or piano. Piano is much easier. I play both. But you need it for songwriting and you need it for your own independence. So really start with piano, start it now, because in a year you'll be able to basically accompany yourself. But you can be hired as a singer. If you want to do covers, you can go and, be hired for a cover band, and you can also play your own gigs. But you need other musicians is the problem, and that costs money. So start on that piano right away, Alessia. Don't hold back on that. Cassandra, I'm interested in starting a website, but I'd like to start on before February. What are a couple of things I can do to get started? Sign up with Squarespace and start researching artist websites, musician websites. Squarespace is where you build your website. Let's see. We have a question over here. Bill Mayer's in the house, my friend. Garrison, what is a great way to nurture collaborations if you're a newer artist in the region? Portland, Oregon, for example. There's a decent scene in Portland. I have some artists in Portland. Megan Gears in Portland. Check her out. Hook up with her. Opening up. See if the music is compatible. Maybe do a collaboration, do a co-write. Check her out, Garrison. Megan Sky, Meagan. Gan, Meagan, Sky, Sky. Say hi to her. Tell her I sent you. But yeah, I think a lot of way to nurture collaborations is to go out and see live music and approach artists that you really like and ask them if they're open to collabs. Check out the local music producers and go, and if you really dig them, go and set up a meeting and see if they're open to a collab, if they like your writing. I would approach them by email. Yeah, there's always a professional way to, no DMs, guys. No, don't be approaching professional people in the industry through DM on social. In the industry, we consider that scammy. So don't DM people for professional relationships. Reach out to them through email. Reach out to them professionally. Any other questions before I head out? I am going to take a little break over the holidays. I might do an occasional pop-up, but I'm not going to be doing my Wednesdays for the next 3 Wednesdays because next Wednesday is my birthday and I want it off on the 18th. And then the next Wednesday is Christmas on the 25th. And then the next Wednesday is New Year's. And all of those days are off for me. So I won't be doing my weekly live. I will be doing my blog. So you can go and check that out. And I will join you again on the 8th of January. In the meanwhile, join my Ultimate Artist Success Workshop, where we are going to map your plan for 2025 tomorrow at 12 p.m. Eastern. Sign up for it, even if you can't attend, because you will get the very special offer that's only offered to insiders. That will really bring down that first month of Artist Sanctuary under $20, to be honest. So don't even hesitate. Make sure you're signed up for that. It's for new people only. But if you've gone out in membership, you can re-sign up with that deal. And then it goes to $49 a month after the first month. Okay. Thank you for the birthday mentions. And thank you for joining me today. And I will see you in 2025. Have an incredible holiday. I hope whether you're alone this holiday, I know a lot of people have lost people this year. So I send big virtual hugs. I send out all of my love to each and every one of you. The musicians of the world are my people. You are my tribe. Like minds attract like minds. We are all creatives and we're here to make a better world through our music. So I thank each one of you for your pursuit of music and how important that is. And I honor each one of you for really pushing through and persevering in a career that's not easy to get up and running and not easy to turn a buck from. So if you need more support, come to the workshop tomorrow, get your Button Artist Sanctuary, and make a big difference in your career next year. I'm excited for those of you joining us, to do the work with you. I will see you tomorrow at the workshop, and I'll see you in January. All of my love to you. See you soon. Bye, guys.